Mr. President, Senator, I don't know what we have to talk about. It's been pretty boring. Why did you pick J.D. Vance?
We've always had a good chemistry, and originally J.D. was probably not for me, but he didn't know me. And then when we got to know each other, he liked me maybe more than anybody liked me, and he would stick up for me, and he'd fight for the worker as much as I fight for the worker. We just had an automatic chemistry. And I actually endorsed him in Ohio for the Senate, and he ended up winning against a very tough field. And he wrote a book which was a classic, as you know, and it was all about the working men and women and how they aren't being treated fairly, and he was right about that, and I understood that maybe better than anyone else. And we just have had a great relationship. And he had serious competition. We had tremendous people, all of them, every one of them.
You beat out a lot of very important
talented
people.
Very impressive people.
When you got the call and found out, what did your wife say?
Well, he asked to speak to my wife, actually, which I was very appreciative of, and so was she. But she was just kind of flabbergasted. I think that going into it, we had no idea really what was going on, whether he would pick me or Marco Rubio, great guy, Doug Burgum, great guy, and a lot of other good people. But you know, when the president called me, I don't know if you remember this, sir, but my kid was talking in the background about Pokemon cards. I'm like, oh, for the love of God, 7-year-old kid, if you've ever been quiet, be quiet now. And the president's like, put him on speakerphone. And so you read off the truth that was at the actual announcement that he was nominating me to be vice president. And he says, what do you think about that? And my son goes, oh, it's good.
It's the endorsement.
Yeah,
he likes your truth.
That's the endorsement that mattered, actually, was from my 7-year-old. But it's been a wild ride, and we're having a good time, and we're going to win. That's the most important thing.